Here is Pachacuti of the Incans. Nice to meet you. I don't think, do I count as like living in the mountains? Do you have this massive mountain range, so they probably won't like me? Ah well, what are you going to do? Do you want any of my things, Inca? Well, they kind of do, actually. That's not too bad. Yes, have some things. Well, if you're going to give me more than that, I'll just take your Diplo favor instead. That is great, because with that gold, I can buy myself a consulate, which is worth 2 envoy points per turn, as well as reducing spies, which is great, and giving me golden science and production towards settlers. It's already taken a turn off. Yeah, perfect stuff. Also, look at this absolute hybrid of a double dam, double aqueduct city structure I can pop in here. Like, that is disgusting and glorious in equal measure. I could probably actually make it even worse by popping the city there instead. Thinking about it and doing that. Oh, that's even worse. I love it. Also, I gave in. I am going to do both cities. I couldn't. It's just a pointless canal. It's not pointless. It's a way of life, okay? It's a way of life. Okay, as fun as Merchant Confederation has now been, and it has been fun, we're going to do a quick bit of replacing. Visselbank, and I'm going to take out the Diplomatic League, and then where's the Sattler card? There it is. Pop those in just for a second, and now I've got a nice little civic. No, the littlest one I've got is Enlightenment, but that's fine. Got 2 more traders on the way. There you go, Settlers is massively increased now. I can finally use my saved envoys with Ingazagamu, which is another 2 production and then 6 production towards settlers. Now that I've got 3 envoys there. Ah, yes. And another city, you say? Including one that has Niter? Well, go on then, I will. Here we go. Mitigated flood. Told you. Oh, it gave the yields to the tiles that have got districts on them. Well, that's always the way, isn't it? Each one of these trade routes to a city-state is worth 10 culture now. Wow, I love having Kamasi on side. It's such a good city-state. If I show you right now, if I were to attack a unit, I've got a +3 luxury attack bonus. It's just not good enough. I'm trading all of my luxuries in. I need to get these in my land, but I'm slowly, there we go, +4. So I've given myself a deity bonus now. Just need to keep padding it out. Let's keep getting as much bonus as we can. Hattusa, not particularly interesting. We're looking out for Zanzibar. Zanzibar is the other one I need for my achievement run today. Should be fairly easy to do. Oh yeah, there we go, look at this. There's another city. It starts with a granary. These are the things about Renaissance Age starts. You do start with a couple of buildings in the city to make up for the fact that you're a little bit later. Ancient walls, granaries, and monuments. The granary itself and the ancient wall gives +3 housing more than you would normally get in such a city. So that's pretty good. Actually, do we even get housing from the era? Yeah, you do. Every city gets 1 housing from the era as well. Actually, my capital gets 5 housing from the era. Nice. Actually, 3 amenities from the era as well. That's pretty good. Another tribal village, this time 20 faith. Oh boy, what an exciting revelation that is. Enlightenment? Is that a useful thing for me? I don't think it is, really, but Diplomatic League I don't need anymore. Visselbanken, there we go, 6 production, 6 food to my capital. This is the sort of stuff that I really am kind of enjoying now. Logistics? I always like getting logistics just because it really helps with movement on builders and that in itself. Just being able to take a builder and then move it on top of a hill in the same turn as you've, well, want to then put a mine down, for instance. It makes a huge difference and I love it. My capital is still just pumping out settlers, so yeah, why not? And there you go. Look, I can still settle on this tiny island, even though the map says I can't, because there is total separation between the 2 land masses. Water separates them all, so there you go. That's why I can do it. It's just worth it for the campus. Actually, yes, I will get the era score for that, won't I? Let's pop that in, because I want the era score on the harbour. I can get both. It's pretty cool. And then the amber on top of that. Lovely. What's my bonus to now? +5. Hey, it's only 11 to go. Now that I've got printing, I'm going to head towards industrialization. I'm also going to start picking up a bit of subtle science as well. I have a bunch of districts that would be really, really good here. Should just rush that one through. But that's a nice +4. So yeah, just pop that right down. Campus, campus, campus. My capital will be able to get a very decent campus in this sort of area, another +3. Actually, this one would be 1, 2, 3, 4. Ah, so that would actually be a +4 if I pop that down. So yeah, I just got to wait for the population to resume, but then we've got some really good population growth. We've got some good campus stuff. I like this start. I'm really happy with how this game is going so far. I'm really, really enjoying it. The residents of Tenochtitlan. Hey, actually, that was pretty good. That's a pretty good attempt at it. There you go. They brag at the world's most sophisticated city. I know. It's because we're the world's most sophisticated people. We all watch and subscribe to Ursa. What more do you need in life? Oh, people really need luxuries on this map. Look at that deal. Australia could not be paying me more for those luxuries. Wonderful. And actually, I can still buy some from other people. Don't forget, my luxuries stretch across 6 cities. That's why you're seeing such a lot of, like, really large amenity numbers. All 12 of my luxuries are hitting every single city at the moment. It won't last forever, but at this particular moment in time, once that goes through, you'll see 12 in every city. Lovely. 2,000 spare gold? I think I'll get a chancery. Doesn't do me anything really at the moment, but since I get to 6 envoys in both Ngazagamu and Granada, I'll start to get a lot of bonus production towards settlers. What's in the goodie hut? 1 new pop. I think that actually went to Texcoco. Hey, I'll take it. Always take the 3 pop. 3 pop is always fun. Actually, one of the weird things, not even the first great engineer has been taken so far. I'm getting 11 points per turn. In a second, in 10 turns, the Renaissance era ends, which means that I'll get Leonardo da Vinci in 7 turns, and we'll only get 1 more from this era. So one of the Culture Bomb or the Wonder Builder will be skipped. I really hope we skip the Culture Bomb, but you never know. Another city? I don't mind if I do. We settle too close. Oh yeah, you're not going to like what I'm about to do. I'm going to be settling all up here. I want to settle all the way through and then hopefully get to this beautiful little vale. I just put that city down. Oh, I just put that city down and it's already lost a population. That's slightly unfortunate. Well, that's it just goes to show. Definitely do want to put a dam down there, but that's a bit annoying because that's now minus 13 and very difficult to unlock. Never mind. Okay, that's right. The campuses, as soon as they get put down, they already have libraries in them. That's pretty useful. Oh yeah, okay, the first scientist has gone Newton. I was just thinking, maybe saving up some gold and just outright buying, but no, not to be this particular game. We really are getting a lot of workshops out. I was on 18 engineer points per turn. That's beyond 21 per turn. That's a lot of engineers. We really want a monopoly on these things, because then we get the most wonders, we get to do the most things. It's generally very, very handy. Just waiting on it. It says minus 13. That's okay if I get another governor in, because then I should be able to, with ecstatic cities, hold it, but just proving a little tricky at the moment. That's why I'm waiting on this settler. Plus the population in this city will get a little bit better in a second as well. But there's civil engineering. Brilliant. I just need to put this card back in again. I've made this mistake once before, like so. Perfect. And now that we have the governor, I shall found the city. It says that it's minus 13. I don't believe it's going to be quite that bad. Who would be useful later into the game? Liang. Definitely Liang for the extra builder charges. That says minus 5.9. That will go up because it currently has happiness minus 3. That'll go to plus 6 instead. We can even chop out a little bit of wheat if we needed to or wanted to. Actually, I'll go for watermill because that's immediately going to help this city out. But loyalty in this area should get a lot quicker. Oh yeah, look, of course, we culture bomb still. That's very nice. I like that. Now that I've got civil engineering, colonialism, natural history, I don't need the amenities right now, but I will at some point. So having water parks unlocked, very handy. Every time I see a city-state, and it's a commercial city-state, there's a small part of me that gets very excited that it may well be Zanzibar. It's Hunza. It's not that I'm disappointed to see you, Hunza. It's just that I am. There's Da Vinci. Oh, we're so close to our prophet. There's Da Vinci Bay. Oh, yes, of course. Workshops give culture. I was more excited about the concept of Da Vinci than I was about actually what Da Vinci meant. 117 culture with all of my workshops goes to 132. Very nice. You see, look, the culture production build is so strong. There you go, look at this. Loyalty in the city is already positive, and I'm hoping, yeah, that already says minus 11. I could take Liang off this city, and it's almost there. Yeah, this is good. I'm just paving a way to settle into this area now. Rome is doing their best to go and pinch this, but if I settle around them, I can probably loyalty steal the city from them given time. That's what I'm hoping, anyway. I'm also just quickly building a trebuchet. I have done terribly this game with making sure that city-state quests are on top of. Granada wants a trebuchet. Granada's going to get one. Siege tactics. What was that one again? 2 trebuchets. Well, there you go. It's linked up, really. Let's get 2 trebuchets. Minus 11. I just don't believe you at all. Happiness will shoot up. Liang. I'm just going to move you across. I know it can make the city temporarily unhappy, but I honestly think this is going to be absolutely fun, especially if I just go like that and chop the rainforest out and look already loyal. Perfect stuff. It's what you like to see. In fact, I've only just lost loyalty in a couple of my cities, and I say lost loyalty, I mean happiness has gone below +5. That just shows you how strong the Aztec ability of having all of these extra immunities. I'm currently getting 24 worth in my cities at the moment, which is massive. There's the first trebuchet, and I'm just going to chop this out now, and that'll be the second one. Let's get the campus rocking in my capital as well. It's just you get offered a casual +4, you have to take it, you know? I think it's practically a legal obligation. Still getting really, really good city-state trade routes as well. Look at that, it's the food, the production, and the culture. All from my capital. I actually need to start getting them from my Pingala city as well. That would help a lot. You know what I realized I didn't do? I didn't switch my government back like I said I was going to before I did the tier 1 building. You know, there's always something you forget. Never mind. There's always something, but it just leaves room for optimization, you know? You can come back next time and do it. Mexico City. Interesting. Actually, oh look, Granada. I'm just going to pop this in quickly because, actually no, that's Military Academy. We haven't unlocked that yet. Or factories. Yeah, I'll just hang on to my envoys. There's always good things to do with envoys, but you want to just make sure they're being maximized off trebuchets. What do I need trebuchets for? They're useless. I'll go sit it on Rome's borders just to annoy them. I think I'm just keeping my friendships up for a little bit until I can get to the point that I can get planes. Why make it any more difficult for yourself? Just keep everyone friendly up for now. And there's the prophet. Delightful. I think I'm going to comfortably get the third religion, and I'm just going to wait 2 turns before deploying. That way we can make sure the era score goes into next stage. We're comfortably in a golden age as it is right now. I don't need to push it. Cartography, mass production, square rigging, kill a unit with a musket. Man, I don't have a musket. I've got niter for days. I don't know why I haven't built it, but what are you going to do? My first university down. Oh, I was chasing Australia to be the first person to get to 100 science. They are just ahead of me, 1 tech ahead, but I'm holding with the pack, which is very good. Let's get a shipyard in my Pingala city as well. I like this building. Gives me a lot more production because I'm working quite a few of these coastal tiles now, which is very good. What's in the tribal heart? A recon unit. A third one, yay! Oh my goodness, both of my original scouts are still alive. That's the crazy thing. You know what I really need to do is have a look at continent split. I keep settling over to this direction, but as the Aztecs, I'm just going after luxuries I've already got. These are the continents I'm after, and as you can see, just about to go and settle on some ivory with a place where I can buy a bunch of gypsum. That'll be another +2 for me, which is great. But this is the continent I need. There's more gypsum down here, but I'm going to start exploring, expanding everywhere we can, making sure my culture is high, but my science hopefully is higher. Oh, it was the good engineer, by the way. It was the good engineer. Okay, so we're going to get the wonder engineer. I know what I want to build in this city, actually, in my Pingala city. We're going to try and rush through Kilwa. I always like doing it in my Pingala city if we can, but this would give me an opportunity to get 15% boosted science. In fact, actually, I realize that we've got niter in this city. I'd like to get 1 source of horsey saucy, and the iron. That means I should have 15% extra science from Taruga, was it? Excellent. Yeah, that's great. Then we can work towards Hattusa, maybe. It's always something. Always a play with Kilwa. Always a very fun thing. Also, you know I said I should have gone reeds and marshes? Look at down here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different marsh, all in a little space. Oh, I despair. Also, I mean, am I really going to make a city literally for the point of just making a canal? You bet I will. Look at that. Look at the beauty of that city. Then I can even industrial zone it with a quarry next to it as well. Such things life is made on. That is a natural wonder. I'm going to wait until next turn before I find it. Also, another campus. Bam. There we go. 100 science. Knew we could do it. I might just buy the university into this city. And yeah, when we're back to making settlers again. Mongolia. I found them this turn. Damn. I really wanted that next turn. I'm first person. No, I'm not the first person to meet everybody. Someone did it before me. Madness. Double points towards engineers. Yes, please. Let's do that. And let's condemn Buddhism? Question? Oh, something else went through. Let's have a look and see what the damage is with this. World Congress. No profits. That will do nicely. And Buddhism is stronger. Hey, we don't care about that at all. No to profit. That's what we say. Craftsman. Logistics. What was this card? Anyone remember? No? What does it make obsolete? Man. Was it the barbarian card? Did I still have the barbarian card in? I might have still had the barbarian card in. Okay. Fair enough. That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay, we'll put veterancy back in now. I am actually building things with it. Visselbanken, settlers, invention, public works. It's all kinds of things that I would like to put in my government. I don't have room for it all. Rome is in a normal age. Interesting. Very, very interesting. We're going to go Hicksunk Draconas. Now, every settler that I spew out onto a different continent, like this one, is suddenly not just going to give me era score, but it's going to have 5. 5, yes, you saw that. 5 absolutely beautiful population to start with. That's what we want to see. 3 envoys into Hattusa now, so that I can get a boost to universities. 128 science. Lovely stuff. Another tribal hut over there. Oh, we're still getting loads of experience. You know what, actually, I'm gonna swap around. I want to get a level 3, so we'll use that skirmisher instead. As soon as I get to level 3, I feel like naming one to a channel supporter. Galapagos. We knew it was Galapagos from all the science, but oh, you know what, I could go and settle it. It'll be fun. In the meantime, mate, just still getting universities. 137 now. Oh, this game needs to stop it. Absolutely filthy. Right, where is it? Zoroastrianism. So we have to get a religious victory, I should say, with this. But how we do it is totally up to us. Do I want to get warrior monks? More than I could tell you. But I'm not going to. Should we get religious community and then get some gold from trade routes? We've already got 4 traders, and this game is actually leaning quite nicely into that. I think religious community would work quite well. I'm also going to pick up crusade now because it'll make a lot of sense later into the game. I really probably should have, instead of going Hicksunk Draconas, I should have gone for the religious golden age, thinking about it, and then I could have gone and spread 2 over on these continents, but it's okay. Australia's giving me 10 gold per turn for a research alliance. I love it. It's exactly what you want to see. Let's just scrap that. Galapagos may be almost impossible to work. Unless I put a city there. But, I mean, I could do. Wouldn't be the worst idea in the world. It just would be rather random. Where are my settlers all at the moment? I've got 1 there. 1 here, 1 here. So I've got 3 more. I've got 10 cities. Just checking in with how we're doing. We've got 10 cities and 63 population, 8 and 57, 5 and 35, 7 and 36, 7 and 33, 6 and 33, 6 and 34, 3 and 24. It's just by chopping resources and getting a bit of momentum by having the Magnus capital of the Pingala second city. That has worked. An absolute dream. What's in the tribal heart? Oh, it was the recon experience card that I lost. Okay, I need 2 more tribal huts to get that one there. Oh, it's that scary moment when you see an absolutely atrocious looking enemy caravel. Don't like that. Canal City, sprawling empire, beautiful. All my cities are down to +3 amenities now, actually. All of this wide settling is definitely pushing the boundaries of what my cities can take, but that's okay. We will get water parks very soon. I probably should get an entertainment complex soon as well to push across, but Filippo, I think I might use Filippo on Kilwa. Don't think I really need the rush, but industrialization, yes. Coal, factories, coal power plants, carbon, CO2, all of my favorite things, all in one. It's another flood in my capital that's been mitigated. Yeah, that's right. Get out of town. There's Filippo. Hello, welcome to my nation. I would love it if you built Kilwa for me. Thank you. Killing it with Kilwa. Let's start evangelizing the belief of my nation as well. I quite like the idea of a mosque, but I think it's probably already been taken. No, it hasn't. Here we go. Apostles get +1 spread, and as well as missionaries. That really, really helps. I have not enough faith to be building hundreds of these things, so I need to spread my religion manually. You know, I've just had one very random realization about this map. Doesn't this look a little bit European? Like, I know it's a little bit squat. The UK is very massive. It kind of looks a bit like maybe Scandinavia, but this is clearly Iberia. I started in Portugal. I've spread over to Spain. You've kind of got a fake Italy over in this direction. Maybe this is one of those random Roman maps that they never quite got right. Yeah. Looks pretty neat. Quite like it. We're about to pick up industrialization. That's going to be a big turning point for my empire, because even just putting the 1 factory down in my capital means that pretty much my entire home continent is covered. Even more if I can pick up Mexico City, which I will try and do very soon. But my priority is to really start to make use of my religion now. We've only got it in 1 city. I need religious community in my capital city, because this is where all the trade routes are going. It's worth 8 gold per trade route. That's 32 per turn. Big difference. But I also, of of course, need to find Zanzibar and then win a religious victory. Still got to do that. So we can't let our religion disappear. What I have been doing is just on the faith per turn. I've been waiting until I can get the mosque before I get the missionary out. I can always panic, get a missionary later. But there is a little bit of a sort of rough logic to this. There is a city on another continent. Again, lovely 5 population city and a source of gypsum. I'm hoping, is that me now to +6? No, I'm still on +5. We're doing a really, really poor job at discovering all of these different luxuries. And of course, I've just got gypsum from this city. Ah, that makes so much more sense. What's in the tribal village? Metal casting. What were they doing in that village? Don't complain. Just take it. Take the goods. What a turn, though. Kilwa. We picked it up in our Pingala city. That's brilliant. I love it when you get it in the Pingala city because that means science and culture will be flooding into the city throughout the rest of the game. 3 envoys, 50% boost. 15? Yes, 15%. I said 50 there. To any yield that I have a suzerain over, and then 15% across the entire empire if I get 2. Plus industrialization and natural history. Wow, my empire has leveled up several stages in one go there. Let's enjoy that fully by just selling a little bit to get myself a bit of cash money. Like so. This is my capital. This factory, it says that it's worth 6 production. It's worth more than that. It's worth another 8, 10, 12. So it's worth another 6 production towards buildings. That's really good. And as you can see, I am suzerain over 1 industrial, 1 commercial, 1 military, 1 science, and 1 culture city-state at the moment. So we need to make sure we double up on the important ones. To start with, we're going to do production. 1, 2, and then I'm going to go 3, 4, like that. So Buenos Aires and Mexico City will both become suzerain. That means I'm getting 15% production across my empire towards buildings and districts and wonders. That's a lovely thing. And now I need the coal power plant. Anyone want some coal? Oh yeah, loads of people want coal. That's great. Here's the coal power plant. That's worth a huge amount of production. 18 alone in the capital, but of course it then powers all of the buildings around it. And you may have seen, I just slipped in Mexico City there, which means my industrial zone is now no longer doing 6 tiles. It's now doing 9. So there we go. Much more. Now that I've got industrialization, I'm going to take a brief pit stop into military science so that I can unlock the military academy for my capital, and then we're going to go flight. The one thing I didn't check was where the coal was. 1 is under my government plaza. That's a really good thing. 1 is under my aqueduct. Even better. And I've got 2 sources next to this city I've just founded. Oh, that's even better. Goodness me, that is a stroke of luck, and I will take it any day. I've got more settlers on the way. Where on earth do I really want to settle now? Oh, this barbarian is just proving a nuisance. Stop it. Go away. I need to find other continents and settle onto there. There's all this area. There's all this area. No, actually, Baltica is to my north, isn't it? I want to go in this direction. I think, yeah, just sending you north is probably the best idea. There's a little bit of space up on the frozen continent up here. Or even in this direction where I could get access to turtles. Where is some wine? There was some wine there, there's some wine there. Yeah, you know what? Go north. Go north! Life is not peaceful there, but it is better. And that's what matters. You know what? Torre de Belém in my capital city. That's not a bad idea. I need a holy site in the city. I also need a harbour. But Torre de Belém would give me so much more additional gold per turn. I'm just wondering what other luxuries, other wonders that I could rush. Have I got any industrial zones on the coast? I've been building them inland like a very well-behaved thing. This one is an option. But I want to save both of these tiles for my capital, so I can't do that. Oh, let's just give Forbidden City a go. Yeah, that's always a good wonder, isn't it? I've got 1 more charge of rush. Might as well throw it at that. What's in the tribal village? 40 gold, but oh, I'm so close to a level 3 skirmisher. You better believe the names are coming out when I hit that level. Oh, more coal over here. So there's all kinds of bits of land on this map that just haven't been colonized or converted at all. Really looking forward to just plumping down. Lighthouse as well. More trade routes to my capital. Yes, please. Siege tactics, brilliant, and Auckland has appeared. I don't know where Auckland has appeared. There it is. Oh, it's always game-changing. I don't have a huge amount of coast, but I've got enough that it's always normally worth it. Oi, don't steal Kamasi from me. That's a really good city-state. That was probably giving me about 12 culture per turn per trade route, and I had 4 of them going, so yeah, I need that back. Here's my unique building in an entertainment complex. That gives me a couple of general points as well as everything else. To be honest, it's not a very good building, but it's something. And something is good enough. So this says -6. I don't think that is true because I believe 5 population city will massively help that. Yeah, only -2. You see, you just have to slap it down anyway and say it's probably fine. Does that count as an improved luxury? I was on +5, now I'm on +6. There we go. The coffee is definitely something I didn't have already. I don't know if the turtles is as well. Just keep getting it. Keep picking up everything I say. First circumnavigation complete as well. And the coal, that's right. Yes, oh, the coal is selling for a huge amount. People really like it. Look at that, 14 gold per turn. It's by far my best export at the moment, just shipping that out everywhere I can. I'm also getting more and more trade routes from my capital, which is great. As I say, I need to get myself a holy site, and that needs a population of 19 in this city. Only way I'm really growing it is by throwing in Vissel Bank and trade routes to city-states, which is very helpful. Military science, now we'll go to astronomy, and then we'll power to flight. Yeah, I need to get expanding soon. I'm just biding my time. There's no immediate rush. I'm enjoying it so far. There's an aqueduct. There's a dam shortly afterwards. I'm really just enjoying building this sort of infrastructure of these power triangle cities. It's really fun. Tell you what, these Alcazars are very handy. I'm putting like maybe 1 down in every city, and just that little bit of culture, a little bit of science is just causing my empire numbers to just slowly creep up. It's very, very handy. We're just about keeping even pegged with Australia in terms of tech. As I say, that's not really the main thing. The main thing is our religion. I do have the mosque now, actually. That is something I have in my capital, so really I should start to spread my religion around. So let's do that. Let's at least get my capital to follow my own religion. That would be pretty good. I was thinking getting us to population 19 is taking forever, so we're going to tick over naturally to 18, and then I'm going to finish Angkor Wat. That'll put it to 19, as well as giving the population of all of my other cities a little boost and a little bit more housing as well. I don't know what's been going on with Mongolia, but there's probably about 4 or 5 separate embarked built. Like, look, I'm not even joking. They're everywhere. What has happened to your builders, Mongolia? What have you been doing? That's a beautiful harbour I've just built in this city. Oh, the infrastructure is coming down nicely. 1 turn from Angkor Wat as well. Ho ho! Go and spread my religion to my own capital. Oh, it's the huge population. These missionaries are going to take a little while to spread it, but we will get there. I realise I can get a military academy in my capital. Oh, yes, please. Now, it's for production, but it's also worth more if I can get these military city-states on side, which in Gaza-Gamu, I really, really want that one on side. Oh, that could be fun. Some city-states are very powerful. Others just make you smile. In Gaza-Gamu is both. Angkor Wat? I never build this. The AI always grabs this one. I'm building a load of wonders today that the AI always grabs, so I don't mind that at all. 1 population in all current cities when built. I think that's about 15-3 population across my nation, which is brilliant. And a housing to house it's just brilliant. Also, there is opera and ballet. That in itself is very handy as well. 19 population capital that almost follows my religion. Let's celebrate that by putting a holy site down. I can get a nice +3. I think for the era score, we're going to do that. As much as that production on the tile was good, our capital, it's kind of got to the point where we're transcending tiles now. Tiles mean nothing. It's all about trade routes. All right, I definitely want Kamasi back. 152 culture goes to 217, you see? I definitely wanted that. I'm going to hold on to my other envoys, though, unless I go... No, I'm going to put 2 into Ngaza-Gamu. That'll give me more production in the capital for quite a good chunk when I build units, which I will be doing, because this, of course, is Unit Town. Can still do settlers in 2 turns. Oh, and Ithal. Of course, we've got Ithal. That's basically another 3 wonder. Who's up next? Getting 43 engineer points per turn. Oh man, I love the invention card. When you're going for a bit of a industrial zone heavy game, it's one of the best cards you can put in. It really, really is. And Forbidden City's almost done. Just put a coal power plant in just to boost that a little further. Is this it? Is this the 3rd level? I think it is. Oh yeah, promotion available. Here we go. Ambush. Combat strength +20 in all situations. I have a really good skirmisher. We're almost up to the ranger promotion as well. You know what? I'm actually going to bring you back home and I need to name you. Lutedo, welcome. You are a very powerful ranger now. Like if I were to attack something, it would be, let's have a look, 55 strength already against a unit, and I will promote you further. I'm actually going to bring you home. Let's bring you home and get you promoted. Now, fun little thing you can do, especially when you have the Golden Age Hicksunk Draconas. I'm going to put down a lot of population. Have a look at this area. you will see that it says -20, -15. There is no right. I have no right whatsoever to have cities on that area, but it is on another continent to my own, and the game doesn't calculate it properly. It's looking at this currently and going, Ursa has no population in this area whatsoever, so it's -0. However, if I go one city immediately like that, yep, there's settlement on Baltica, of course it is, and then second city immediately after. The two, there's 10 population in this area now, which is great because I've just pushed my population up by another 10%. Once that all has a little go, you'll see it's on -3 now, and this still says -23, but I think that will settle down very, very quickly once the loyalty comes in. You can see both cities are showing -3 at the moment. That's a bunch of rubbish. Ignore it. Liang, let me just pop you into this city for a second. And just to make it even better, let's just chop down some wheat and chop down some wheat. We're going to just boost the population in this area. There's now 12 population. It's only -5 now. Do you see? And only -1.5. So we're already taking over. These two cities will be loyal, I think, next turn, if I'm lucky. Best thing about doing it like this as well is if anybody has a complaint about me settling near them, I've just settled 2 cities in one go. So they can only complain the once. You only get one chunk of grievance. Brilliant. And there you go. Both cities are fully loyal. Huzzah! I could chop out more wheat, but I think I'm not going to for now. Let's just get the wine. That was the whole reason I settled this city. I think that puts me to +7 now. No, we're on +6 still. No worries, no worries. It's fine. Here's an admiral. This is a great admiral because this one is not just my first naval unit, which is absolutely tragic. It's another good opportunity to go and find another luxury that I haven't got. I think Wales, if these exist on the map, Wales are what I would like. Haven't found any yet. It doesn't mean they don't exist, but it just means I've got to keep an eye out. Okay, we might save you for a second because I've got turtles and I've got amber. I don't need other copies of them. Instead, let's get you to do some exploration. Is my capital as well. There is the temple. I'm going to get you just quickly to build yourself the holy building, but you'll notice I've got the holy site, the shrine, and the temple, which means all trade routes from the city are now +6 gold. As soon as I press this button, you can see now, yeah, like a huge extra bunch of gold per turn. It's wonderful. Get the mosque in quickly. In fact, actually, then the medieval walls. We'll just wall up in the city, make sure it's all nice and walled. And our religion can start to actually be spread properly now. That'll be nice. Zanzibar! Zanzibar! Okay, we found it. This is now a priority for me. Oh, I actually have almost total control over it already. Perfect. Zanzibar is one of the city-states that I need to hold for my achievement at the end of the game. So whatever happens, Zanzibar has to stay on side. Now, currently, I can't move Armani off Buenos Aires because I'll lose it. And Buenos Aires is actually giving me quite a few amenities. But we'll hold on to that for a second. Forbidden City. That was just built, which I find amazing. Wildcard policy slot, check. Oh, I love this. Having an extra policy slot in any government is a good thing, but this is a really good one. Alhambra, Forbidden City, we have 2 of the buildings. I think Batala Palace has already been built. I might be wrong. Still though, very handy. So we've got settlers, we've got public works, invention. I've basically just got a free choice now. What do I want to pop down? What would be handy? Liberalism? 9 extra amenities? Or Raj? Oh, that's a lot of gold and science and culture. Yeah, let's get Raj in. I like Raj. Raj is a good card. Done. Up to almost 200 science per turn now. And finally, a very special shout out goes to Glorious Petra, Matthew Wilkinson, Paul Coffey, Portland, Scott Stratton, Major King Kong, Davalex, Skeptical Bear, Krogerbrand Trail Mix, Alex Noob, Cinnamon Beard, Petra Ryan, Matthew Hatch, Rom88, Radiatore, Private Selection, Genoa Salami, Boyzoro, Callum Billy, Garrett Gowan, Polar Beret, El Truant, Creston, RB Hedged, Mushkin Mandletort, Esri Dax, Deeble Time, Shoelace, Burial, I'm Daft, Gooberman, Clint Hennes, Dr. Bobby, Polar Wallabear, Mixomatosis, NTG Golfman. Thank you everyone for your support. See you all in the next video. Goodbye!